Well, hello and welcome once again to another heart to heart talk with me. I'm John Kuert, the interim pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania. And thanks for joining me once again. And I hope that today's message will be a blessing to you and help you in some of your relationships. I'm sure all of us have people in our lives that we kind of want to just avoid a little bit, and they're a little bit annoying. Well, I'll tell you a story about an ambassador to Japan, uh, the late Shigeru Yashida, who served Japan as their ambassador in England, London, England. And he learned that a particularly annoying cabinet minister had come to London to talk with him, to seek him out. And Yoshida decided avoidance really was the best policy. And so he told his staff to tell the man that he wasn't available whenever he would call. And the man kept calling again and again. Undaunted, the persistent cabinet minister, he kept calling and finally decided he would go visit the embassy in person. And as he walked in, there was a polite man standing on the staircase. And he told this cabinet minister, "Unfortunately, you have missed the ambassador again." Well, the cabinet member was frustrated and he turned to leave. And then he turned back around in stunned recognition and he demanded, he asked this man that was standing there on the staircase, "Aren't you the ambassador, Yoshida?" And Yoshida reluctantly admitted that he was. And then he added, "And sir, when you hear from Yoshida himself that Yoshida is out, you can believe it." I thought that was good. Well, more than likely, there is someone in your life, maybe several people, that you probably try to avoid. Maybe it's your nosy neighbor, or maybe it's the gossip at church, or the bitter man in the grocery store. Well, instead of avoiding them, here is a new approach for you to try if you want to. You don't have to, but it's interesting. And I think it's not just for annoying people, but I think it's this is a good thing to do in general to people. People respond to acts of kindness, and so I would recommend that you do something nice for that person who's a little hard to love. Perhaps something as simple as saying a kind word or doing something nice for them. You know, it's amazing how that can uh, change relationships and change a situation that may be frustrating. Steve Sjogren was a pastor in Cincinnati. He wrote a book, Conspiracy to Kindness, or Conspiracy of Kindness. And his church philosophy was this whole idea of doing random acts of kindness for people. And it really worked. It built him a great church. And what he did himself and what he preached to his congregation was that they should all try to reach out to people and do random acts of kindness. And some of the things were just done on an individual basis, and some of them were done organized, where they would go hand out maybe bottles of water or do something nice. Well, it really does make a difference, and it can turn people around. It can break down barriers and build up relationships. And so do something a little nice for that person who's a little hard to love. Perhaps something as simple as a kind word, or do something nice for them. If we love our neighbors as ourselves, and that's what Jesus said. That's the second greatest commandment. The first was love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind and strength. The second commandment was love your neighbor as yourself. And if we love our neighbors as ourselves, as Jesus said, you will be amazed how it can change them and can change your view of them. Well, that's something for you to try, and I think it can work. Maybe not in every situation, but it will make you a blessing, and it will help you to um, just be obedient to the words of Jesus. And you can't go wrong doing that. Well, thanks for joining me again for another Heart to Heart talk, and I hope that something that I said today will resonate with you. And as I always say in these little messages, you're welcome to come and hear the messages that I have to share that I hope are relevant, and I try to make them as relevant as possible for today's life. And you can come and join our church and enjoy the fellowship, enjoy the music, and you'll be blessed at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania. 499 Grandview Pike is the address, just down from the university, Clarion University, just about a mile. Well, thanks again for stopping by here and hearing another Heart to Heart talk. I pray that you'll have a great day and a great week. God bless you. See you soon again. Bye-bye.